Achievement Award. Friends and colleagues will honor Martin's nearly 50-year career in entertainment, including his early days as a stand-up comedian.
I'd always heard you weren't.
She should be on the other side of the street.
Expired, the U.S. today formally dropped Cuba from its list of state sponsors of terrorism.
No signal.
Step toward reopening the U.S. loosening of travel restrictions. It comes even though the State Department says the U.S. still has significant concerns about
economic growth tanked in the first 3 months of the year. According to the latest report from the government today, the economy contracted from 7% between January and March, and that was weaker than the government's initial estimate of 0.2% growth.
Yeah, you were doing it very, very slowly. I was giving you a chance, so don't fucking look at me.
Clemson against Arizona State, while Pepperdine will take on the Titans. That gets underway at 7 o'clock.
I'm not sure what you're doing there.
50 minutes past each hour. Right introduce Tim.
Fuck is that?
I don't want them to be any more trouble for taking a real stand on the person. So that's why
there's an old hybrid car holding everybody else up.
Associations out there who are really brave. I gotta put that.
Right there.
I don't want them to be any more.
That's a very tiny car. Look at that. It's a two-seater car.
The NBA Finals will not be starting for another 6 days. Warriors announcing Clay Thompson.
That's a really funny looking car.
Alexander Imports, LA's #1 BMW dealer. How was your Memorial Day? Do anything fun? Maybe a barbecue.
This guy's probably gonna cheat his way through the left turn pocket.
Right here at Nick Alexander BMW with a family barbecue of our
That's
own.
exactly what he did.
Annual Nick Alexander BMW Memorial Day sales event barbecue.
And that sensor got in at the very last second.
And it was such a huge Sport Experian.com. I've just never been behind the wheel. You know how to buy a car, but you've never.
That guy just cheated his way through.
So if I buy this bad boy, I'm gonna need you to our free seminar. Choose Redondo Beach, Fountain Valley, Pasadena, Orange, Woodland Hills, or
Look at these guys, they're still in the crosswalk even though the light changed. On both sides of the street. Look at that. These guys just jaywalk their way through the guys on the left side. Is that guy really skateboarding on the street? What the hell's wrong with him? This one, he's skateboarding on the opposite side of the street, and he shouldn't be on the street to begin with. And on this one sometimes. Can you at least wait till the light changes, man? God damn. And there's a Corolla that's making an illegal U-turn. Right there, look at that.
Governor Asa Hutchinson has issued disaster declaration.
You're a fucking idiot, man. These guys are crossing the street despite the fact that the light's changing. Idiots. Look at these guys. There's bike lanes and they're riding on the opposite side of the street. And they're not even on that side. That jet up front passed the limit line already. Might as well gone.
The desert, the mountain, like, you know, they just don't know. And so far, they have this stuff analyzed. It could take several days at least to get the analysis back. But it sounds like he's leaning
toward, well, it came from somewhere maybe besides the seats. We'll know more as we go.
Didn't even get into the pocket properly, man. He stood on top of the line. And that guy in the 300 is driving super, super slow. Come on, how could you not realize that your turn was coming up, you idiot? Oh shit, look at that. That was a very close lane change. Are you gonna switch lanes or what, man? Go, 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 go. These guys are blocking the intersection, making turning difficult. See, they turn even though they know they can't make the turn. A lot of traffic. And this guy's cheating his way through. Look at that. What a dumbass. Okay. That guy is way past the limit. He's not supposed to stop there at all. If anything, if he was there at the last light, he should have turned and look at that. See what he costs because he's illegally stopped right there. People just don't have a clue anymore. The correct thing to do. Oh my god. This is what happens when you run the red light. Stupid guy in the Infinity wasn't supposed to go. The fuck? Wow. That Prius wasn't supposed to go.
They want this carve out to make sure the minimum
Traffic and your Dodger ticket is good for the bear. Details at metro.net/Dodgers. Right now, during Huntington Beach Ford's construction.
That's the first thing you're supposed to do before you start driving, man. Put on your seatbelt.
CBSLA.com.
Your CBS 2 weather forecast once we get through the bad.
This guy just blew through the stop sign, the guy in the bike.
We'll see clear skies.
What an idiot.
Tomorrow in near 90s. Spectrum will be heard on June 23rd. Of course, Roger Goodell, the commissioner, will hear it. Bottom of the 5th NCAA baseball playoffs.
This guy's just not paying attention to the right arrow. Come on. God. That was way too close, man. Look at this Central trying to merge in very, very illegally. Just follow the lines, man. That's all you have to do. You don't have to make it so difficult. These guys have never heard of keep clear. Oh God, come on. Why would you do that? Hold on, man. You got a limit line.
Friday, May 29th. Here's what's happening.
Former House Speaker and Dennis Hastert was paying off a man to stay quiet about sexual misconduct during his time as a high school coach and teacher in Illinois.
And this guy's driving on the unmarked part of the street. It's not legal, man. Even though there used to be one, I would suggest not to do it.
Sponsored by First Republic Bank.
The month of May ended on something of a sour note for stocks, even though the averages racked up a win for the month. The Dow finished the day down 115 points. The Nasdaq lost 28. The S&P 13. Slides of a half to when the time came, things would be easier for us. And while it was helpful, he named our uncle as trustee.
What the hell's going on there?
That put demands on him that, frankly,
he didn't want. You can imagine the friction it created within the family. So a colleague...
421-4300, 800, 421-4300, 800, 421...
Don't focus too much, let's go!
It beckons. It invites us to pack up the family and leave the world.
Trade Center once stood. One World Trade opened its
Come on, why didn't you go, woman?
Marking a turning point.
Now she's blocking the crosswalk.
It's the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere.
You move too, don't get distracted by the woman.
World Trade Center, New York City.
She's still out there taking care of other children.
And hopefully the answers are out there. We are proud to name Catherine Power as the KNX Hero of the Week. Diane Thompson, KNX 1070 News Radio. Dodgers are about to play in a stadium loaded with bad memories. Here's KNX 1070's Steve Grass.
Dodgers are at Busch Stadium. Memorial Weekend. This is the place to be. Carson Toyota
Jackass.
Memorial Weekend sales.
Holy shit, man. Fucking hell, man. What the fuck's wrong with you? Oh! Jesus Christ! Holy crap, man.
They were asparagus harvesters taking a lunch break. This is CBS.
Today in school I learned a lot.
I seriously don't like bicyclists who do that, man. Why can't they just be simply on the bike lane and get it over with?
In chemistry I learned that no one... In biology I learned that I'm fat and stupid. And in math I learned that I'm...
Alexis up front's gonna make a right turn even though it's not allowed on red, and it did. God. Look at this guy, he's not even yielding to pedestrians. This guy's running on red, look at that. What a douchebag. This guy's gonna get hit by a car one of these days. I don't even think those guys stopped, they just rode through the stop sign.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. When I grow up,
Could have at least used your signal, man. That man just blew through the stop sign. What an idiot. That signal, man. That Sienna's hesitating to move. God, come on, are you serious? Why would you do that? You just grouped the turn for everybody else. At least you got the green now. I think the Sienna's a clueless moron. Why would you park there, man? Much easier if you do it on the crosswalk, you know. Can you at least wait? Can you wait? God damn. This guy, what the hell's he thinking? They're pedestrians walking? Yeah, this guy is so stupid, man. Why would he do that? And look, she's trying to creep up her way on top of the crosswalk. Right there, look. See that? Enfóquese en el manejo y quítese en el teléfono. This guy couldn't wait for the light to change, so that's what he decided to do. That guy just wrote the stop saying he didn't even stop. What a jackass. Should have walked at the corner or at the crosswalk. Is it really that difficult to ride on the street? Why would you do that? Stupid idiot, man.
He moved to Los Angeles, where he worked for Columbia Pictures in sales and distribution. He also worked for Beverly Hills company.
Shit. Saw that? Come on, why would they do that?
The city of Dallas has home to almost 400 parks.
There he goes again, tailgating the Prius with the Oregon plates. Why you need to use your signals, man? Dumbass. Could at least signal. Can you focus on your driving and stop talking to your homie? What the hell's wrong with you, man? I don't know what your problem is. You didn't even signal either. Come on. Why do people... I was already signaling you, dumbass! Is he really honking at these guys? This guy's completely impatient, man. Look at him. Now he's driving like a complete jackass. I already know where he's going. So, I don't know. Just think if at least giving me a signal warning. Oh my God. Why do you have to make things so complicated, man? There's another reason why bicyclists should ride against traffic. This guy could have just used the crosswalk, but he had to cross the street like that. Oh, that was very abrupt, man. Hey, you blew through a red light. Good job. You're an idiot. You speed up a little bit, man. I know you're gonna turn, but get in the pocket already. Jackass. Let's go. What the hell are you doing?
Game 2 of the NBA Finals, 5 o'clock Sunday. You know, Game 1, by the way, drew the highest television rating since the series moved.
Oh my god, look at that. It wasn't even in the intersection.
15 million viewers watched. Up 20.
That's not where you're supposed to cut through, man. I'm not sure what this guy's doing on the fast lane. He's driving very, very, very slow.
Register today at esri.com/meds. That's esri.com/meds. Attention homeowners. I've told you before, if you missed out on
Come on, why would you merge in that late?
into another historic low. I'll let you do this with no closing costs.
Could have at least pressed the button to let people know that you're gonna cross the street. It's a lot easier, man.
Probably save you money, so don't delay. Call us at 888-455-3669.
¡Oprima el botón!
California traffic leader, CBS-LA.com.
Bonds tonight, lows to 52 around 60 to 14. Around 80 right now, driven up 77 degrees, Long Beach 72.
It's a green arrow. I'm not sure why you're stalling.
The FBI is still investigating the hack, while authorities privately admit they suspect it originated in China. White House spokesman Josh Earnest refused to say so from the podium. Earnest did, however, suggest the threat of intrusions could be lessened if pending cybersecurity legislation. Supporting young researchers early in their career when they're really focused.
Uh-oh, you got a stop sign, you idiot.
You know, as it said,
And I'm an idiot too because I stopped on top of the crosswalk, but you couldn't tell. It's faded. That guy didn't even yield to pedestrians. What an idiot. That's very risky to do that. I wouldn't recommend anybody to do that maneuver.
just about sunset, as you, Katie was telling you, 10 eastbound slow from the floor tunnel
Okay, I
all
guess
the
we're
way
gonna have to
through
go
downtown
straight
lane.
here.
Westbound side closed.
That was an illegal move right there. Come on. Look at that. They just changed lanes very abruptly. What a jackass. Still crossing the street with their kids all exposed. Pon atención a la luz.
Ready to serve. Visit quicklight.com. Subject to credit approval. Prepaid debit card. Other side of
Could have signaled, man. Yeah, fuck you, man. Might as well stop. There's a cop coming, guys.
Prosecutor John Choi says he did nothing to prevent step reasonable break. Exoneration for central figure of the 2010 BP oil spill. The jurors at the trial of the murder committed. The Baileys have no savings and their refrigerator just
Gotta get on that side, man. There's a bike lane on that side, too.
system or appliance information, including terms, rates, and coverage. That's ahs.com or call 1-800-479-9622.
These guys are still turning even after the light already clearly changed to a yield green.
Wow, I get cash, a tax deduction for the dog, like the charity of my choice. It's exactly what I need. Yeah, let's go for it.
With the best car donation program, call the People's Choice Charity.
That was way too close, man.
5353. Your support will not drop. The police department and fire department's going to lead a parade. We're going to walk the 9 blocks down to the ballpark and play ball. The Suckers are home for
find the motorcyclist just driving a little bit too recklessly. You're just swerving in and out of lanes like crazy, and I'm already doing 75 miles an hour. Fuck, didn't even signal, man.
Before making a decision. Seems that one needs to be careful, and that proper etiquette is like cleanliness. Its presence doesn't
Look at that guy merging in, looking correctly like that. We're supposed to follow the guides, man. More traffic on Lakewood than I expected it to be. These people are so impatient. Stupid Centra.
Saturday, June 6th, good afternoon. I'm Chris Seams, Top of Guard News now at 1:59. LAPD officers are cleared of the shooting death of a Beverly Hills man sparking a protest. Solving LA's problem here,
primarily because they sat out of the precinct and because this is their own sort of view. Belmont Park is trained, so they know this.
Dumbass.
is a major escalation of the Civil War in Yemen. It's actually not minor in the fact that Saudi Arabia.
That's not where you get in, man. You get in here.
The first strike from Yemen into Saudi Arabia.
Started by calling 855 after chase. Chase those for some of the lowest jumbo mortgage rates available. So call 855 after chase.
That guy just wrote the stop sign. You know you could have done that also on the right lane. You're gonna be on the roundabout either way, man.
It is slow approaching, and northbound 57 is a crawl between Pathfinder and Grant. Try Del Taco's newest additions to the Buck and Under menu. Also fresh chicken tacos, with handmade. My magazine says so. The catalog's new owner will bring it back.
That makes sense. Buy a Ford for your Ford company. Talk about we're in a drought and look at this. Oh man, is that what we really need in a drought? That was ugly. Put the yellow light on me. Look at that LFA in the back of the trailer. It looks really nice. It's like staring right in my face, basically. The car is beautiful. Oh shit, something happened here. Look at that. Set up and stuff. Yeah, these are undercover. They have regular plates.